Hi friends, warm welcome to all. In this video, we are going to see our disciplines for IT workspace. What is this IT discipline? So I say discipline is basically etiquette or it is a good practice. In case of IT, these are the discipline to be followed. This why we want to follow? This will definitely lead us to ease of work. Definitely, it will reduce the tension in working and it leads to again the better utilization of the machines time and energy so that we can attend more tasks rather than sitting around only single jobs. It harmonizes the workplace what each and everything. Okay, in a workspace, what is a work is nothing but a task and it is to be completed within a time span, right? It is well defined. In IT workspace, we have 5 P's defined. One is the place. The place might be office or even nowadays it's a hybrid working. You may be having the work from home or it could be a GDC or ODC or a special setup for a special projects and all or a special client. So that comprises your place. The physical environment, when there is a place where you will need to work because we need to work on the desktop or a laptop. Then naturally we need a furniture, we need good lighting, good ventilation, AC, fire extinguisher. Because of the safety, we need to have a CCTV, extinguishers, smoke detectors, and to access the office, we need to have a cards. All these things comprises your physical environment. Then the essential part is the platform because when you use your machine need to have a right operating system, right hardware, right software, right apps, right tools, right utilities so that you can function independently. So again, the question is the data access for your SharePoints, in case of a common data access, common app access, all these things should be available. Okay, having said I have a good machine, I have installed everything, but can I go ahead? Yes, still there is a process. The process talks about what is to be followed, what are the how and what way you will have to execute it. That in IT we call it as a process. Everybody is process controlled here. The process take care of every step, every task to be performed, who are all independent, who are all dependent, and what kind of a dependency, who will sort out the dependency in case of challenge comes, everything the process defines. Again, the process will have its own hierarchical setup. It might be direct or indirect, dotted lines, all these things are there. Why? So that the task will not get stopped because of one or the other factors. And the team interaction, how to conduct the team interaction, because you will have on-site, off-site, and multiple stakeholders all are not sitting in the same place, right? So we need to have an interaction. That interaction, what is the mode of communication, everything the process depends. The process comes into the picture. Now you can understand what exactly the process is all about. And all these process controlled by the policies, friends. So we'll have to go adhere the policies. Period. It's a time zone. The time zone is one of the thing because we have on-site, off-site arrangement. So what will happen? The time zones of different regions may not coincide. I mean, may not be same. So we need to consider others' time as well. So with these essentials and saying about different disciplines we want to follow, I mean, in which we will have to follow. The another question. The question is there are domains or spheres. The spheres which I have shown here by and large covers all areas. We have the workspace. The workplace is the place we are going to work. Working is what kind of a work we are going to perform. Third is the mission, how to deal with the mission. What are the etiquettes needs to be followed for that. Then bio talks about bring your own device. This company is allowed to bring the mobiles, or in some companies allowed to use your own laptops for the official purposes. So what are the disciplines to be followed? Then comes email. Email is a general communication across the globe. All companies use with their own domains and all. But still, there are some standard practices we will have to adhere. Reasonably good practices. Then internet usage, because nowadays everything is web enabled. So internet access allowing to the employees is widely accepted practice. But however, we need to have a discipline there too. Okay, we will try to see one by one. Workplace. In the workplace, we will be given a system. we'll have to keep a system. I mean, let us talk about in office, the system will be provided. We'll have to assign with a desk where we'll be sitting, we'll be conducting our official work, right? So the discipline first comes with what is the system maintenance. So we need to keep the screens, we need to keep the keyboards, mouse, everything is office provided by and large. So we need to have a watch on it. We'll have to keep the system, the power plug-in, all cords in a very nice manner so that the longevity of these gadgets are improved. Then we need to have a data packers properly, and we need to have, I mean, whenever we handle these keyboards or any accessory for that matter, we'll have to be, very polite in handling, especially the ports. All the ports we are handling it, we cannot be rough with it. If at all it is that port may not function properly or the expected manner. So again, you have speakers attached, so you need to have a control, because in an office environment many people are working with you, so we'll have to be harmonious with them, so we should not disturb others. So with the system you'll have to follow the minimum disciplines this. Then coming to a meetings, okay, with this there are protocols or communication protocols defined how to interact. So we need to, if we are attending with the speakers and all, it should not be in a high volume, because then colleagues cannot work because of this. And whenever we are responding to the question or something, we will have to be very short and sweet in such a way that, and in a polite manner, that should not be angry or a warm created. Okay, then we will have to keep, when we are not talking, we will have to go on mute, and especially the mobiles nowadays it is allowed inside, we will have to keep it in the silent mode better. Again, the best etiquette is, if at all you are going to leave the meeting in between, let us talk, you are in the meeting of the teams and you want to leave it because you have another meeting, then politely you will have to communicate with the organizer through the chat, okay? Or in case you cannot attend the meeting, well in advance you will have to do that. There is no shocks or surprise allowed in between. Coming to in general workspace, your dress codes, footwears, all the policies there according to the occasion you will have to wear, and any system related or any electrical connection or something, anything related to that in workplace or in your machine, better reach out the respective teams who will help you out in the right manner. Never, we should not fiddle with it, and we should not be eavesdropper. We should not be eavesdroppers, because it is a collective working. We should consider only our role for which we are coming to the office. Then again, the office, we should do only office work. Very clear. This, I don't want to just point out which could be happen, but still I want to say we will have to stick with the office related work there, and we should control the emotions, the emotion, because when you are in the call or when you are taking your personal call inside the office, the mobile and all, you need to be very careful. You need to control your emotions. Mobile ringtones, already I told you. And again, one more point coming here is that how to sickness. When you are saying that sick, but still you should not come to office, you have to stick to sickness, because you are not supposed to spread it, that is not good. So when you are only, don't visit the office because you have taken the approved leaves. Again, the one more point is the cafeteria. Cafeteria, yes, definitely it is for the refreshment. It will re-energize you. For that matter, cafeterias are kept in the companies, but spending more time there will not be there. You are, in a way, we are spoiling, damaging our productivity, number one. Number two, spoiling our time management, and we may be getting into others' time management spoiling, which should not be allowed. So it should be very limited. Then coming down here, then missions. We have been given the mission, so we need to handle the mission in a polite manner. And nowadays what happens, the laptop or a desktop, there are so many connections we can do that. Even powering on other mobiles, it is also possible. So many ports, so many outward connections are available. So there will be many wires coming up. So we need to have a right grouping of wires, so that in case of emergency you can identify the right wire and get the machine saved, or get the environment saved for that matter. Okay, and inside the machine, don't keep all the application, only allowed, and that too only which are all needed for your role would be there, because there are all policies which are governing the application to be loaded. And the personal data, sensitive data, which are all carried by the app should be always kept with the password. Always, password protection is always very good, and all official this thing which should be encrypted, and you don't use the same password all this. But that is easy to do. But if somebody cracked that, then your all apps are exposed. So for the when SSO is one of the single sign-on practice they uses inside the company, so keep that password very secret. That is the reason they usually the length of the password goes 8 characters, now even 15 characters, because of the SSO. But anyway, having said that, whatever password we are keeping, keep it very secret. Then within the machine, your lovely wallpapers, yes, it should be attractive, and it should go for a social binding. It should not create any imbalances. Okay. Again, in the machines, the laptop and all, we will be continuously putting the sleep mode continuous for more days. It's not good. So it's always, whenever it is possible and it is essential, you can shut down, especially weekend when you are going for, because Saturday and Sunday might be holidays for all the IT companies. So it is better after Friday, one COD or Friday, but shut down the system. That's good. So on Monday, you can always start the system and go. So your system is also working perfect. Then housekeeping of the system is very good. Whatever, because when during the working days we have lot of artifacts kept here, and maybe some document, maybe some working Excel sheet, all these things we'll prepare, we'll keep it in the desktop or any of the folders. But better you'll have to housekeep it, otherwise all your space of your laptop will be totally not productively used. So better housekeeping is one of the items which you will have to do periodically to be done. It may be at the weekend or once in a fortnight you can do that. Then we need to have a proper folder structure, proper document segregation, because people will be working in multiple projects, and at the same day they will be getting a lot of different artifacts from different projects. So the better way is that decorate the folders in such a way that you have a right items are available in the folders, so that in case of a call, in case of any response which a short time we need to do, we can access the folders and do that. That is the best practice. Okay, coming down here, working. So we have the machine. Now we are going to work. Plain blank-minded we cannot work. So we need to have a planning, because people are working in multiple projects and multiple deliverables are there. There are, in addition to that, they will have to complete the e-learning. They will have to do that lot many activities. So we need to have a perfect planning and execute the planning as planned. That is what most important. And we have limited entertainment in the workspace is always good, because nowadays we are coming with the mobile. That is the reason. And many times what happens, as I already pointed out, in general we should control our emotions, because be it a call, be it when you are working on the emails, better control your emotions. We cannot throw our emotion inside any of the communication media or in the calls. You will have to watch on the audio. It should not disperse others. You should not create disturbance to others. And whenever we have a close friend, let us say we are going to discuss for a few project members, better select a cabin of suitable size and discuss that. In a same workspace, calling and grouping, talking will definitely disturb others. So that is not a good practice. Okay, sitting right posture, ergonomics, you need to see, ensure that you have a right chair, and the chair's position is also good enough, because many times because of one or the other work people lose it. That way they have some pains bodily developed, that we can also avoid. And personal friction, so in case there is a misunderstanding created, because always it happens, because it happens of the misunderstanding, because of communication gap, because of misunderstanding about the object in a different way, possible. Everything is possible because people are working. So always route it through the supervisor and get it solved. Then we need to understand the infrastructure do have that CCTV, smoke detectors, all these things are there. So we need to respect that, number one, and our reflecting of behavior should according to that. We should not get a challenging portion out of that. Coming down to bio, we are bringing your own device. So companies allow today. So, but still we need to have a discipline. The discipline talks about first thing is stick to the policy. Buyout policy, every company has got its own. By and large, it's a standard one, but still the companies have one or here and there they would have changed it. So cautious recording, because when you are attending a call from your laptop, your own laptop or a mobile, because you are taking a call, business calls. So recording is a problem, and call forwarding is also not good. And whenever you are changing the device bio, so naturally we should ensure that the office informations are properly delete. Otherwise there will be a information leakage which is not supposed to be allowed. So the privacy while talking on the emails and calls, it is very handy. Nowadays mobiles are very handy. Wherever you go, you can pick up your business calls from there, or you can check your emails. So privacy is very, very essential. And whatever you store in your bio, best is it should be encrypted, so that even sometimes if you miss out because of the encryption, the information leakage will not happen. Okay, when we are coming to official component, the confidentiality is very essential. So there could be there are some layers or applications that officially the corporate will install on your device, so that the confidentiality is met and all encryption, everything will, and they will recommend what kind of OS to be used, what kind of firewalls to be done, all these things which we will have to adhere it. And quite a few times some of the options they may disable in the gadget because of the official security dangers available there. So they will not get into that kind of a risk. So they will disable the option. That we should be very clear, and the policy will be talking about very clearly. So before getting your buyout, you should understand this concept. Then biometric password strength, as per the policy we will have to do that. Data restriction, because in a mobile, corporates will have their own profile. One will be a personal profile, another will be office profile or work profile, something they call it. So moving a data from one to another is not allowed, and any the triggering of this kind of a movement from these two may be caught by the tech department, who will be managing the tech risks. So that is the one which we need to understand. And the data encryption will happen in your thing, especially in the official bound profiles or area. Alerting usage detecting will happen because all bots are watched by the technical team. There are some software which is installed inside it which will trigger this thing to the technical team, that we should be aware. So we will have to work or use the buyout with respect to the alignment what is given to the policy or what we have agreed to it. Then usage of Wi-Fi, WLAN or the wireless LAN or policy, whatever say that way. Even though your own gadget like a laptop or your mobile is capable of doing it, but it could be some restriction from the office component because it is installed on the same gadget. Email is one of the main sphere because it is the way we are communicating with the stakeholders. So emails improve the interrelationship, and it gives the team strength also, because you are going to communicate to your friends, your stakeholders. So it definitely gives your image with respect to others. Okay, so in a way it improves your performance and the productivity. There are major items you need to follow in the email. Number one is you will have to use a polite language. You cannot show your anger, or even though you are right, that is not the things that you can put the I command words or something which is going to touch somebody's esteem or over stressing of some item. These are all not allowed. It's not good to have those things. The reason is that this is going to impact your image. Then CC, clarity is needed. In a list, the people whose email IDs are there are to take the action. CC is only for the information they are communicating. That is to be very clear. Okay, then BCC, the blocked CC should be always avoid it because it is not allowed in a corporate communication in a official line. If at all you are using, you will have to explicitly tell in the body of the letter to whom you are messaging, which group or which individual you are doing it. Okay, then subject citation is one point where you will have to very clearly mention about the subject. It should be catchy and it should be very relevant, so that based on your subject, people give importance reading your mail and responding to it. Precise presentation, as I already told you, you will have to be very short and sweet in the communication. We cannot write it because emails, keep on pushing coming, and when you are writing paragraph and paragraph about something, it's not good in terms of readability. The person may not have a patience to read. Or in case you want to show something which is going in, some more than a catch of a mail, so better put it in a document and send it as an attachment. That attachment he can open and read. Then action points, better give it in bullet points so that he can also verify all the action parts are completed or not by the recipient. Then if at all big files are sent, please do split the file, send it. Many times zipping the file will save the size of the file and the communication speed. And any contradiction happens in the email. When we talk about contradiction, what is that? Because there is a query you are raising, somebody is establishing, again you are trying to re-establish, and he is also trying this sending, receiving, sending back, this chain will keep on going, right? So how to stop it? So usual rule is that when a cycle of 2 times in a mail goes on the same subject and it is not settled, better pick up the phone and talk to them, or route through your supervisor, manage it, have a meeting and resolve it. That is a better way. And what we are going to talk about the internet, because nowadays internet is very essential. People are using for intranet purpose or internet also. It is as an internet access is needed for every employee, one or the other purposes. So what is needed? There are firewalls. That firewalls will restrict the users to which side they can go, which side they cannot go. So that is the corporate or company's responsibility to stop it. The firewall is their responsibility. However, having said that, we should not get challenge of how it is working. So better whatever officially allowed, only those sites we can visit. And if at all any adverse visit or any links are published there, don't click it and get into it, because there will be always alerts triggered to the technology monitoring team and they will catch up. Browsing, again, only because internet is there, browsing through legal sites should not impact your performance and productivity. That is what a browsing focuses. Workforces, yes, multitasking is needed. If you don't do multitasking, if you are not properly planning it, and it will lead to the ineffective performance. So you will have to plan, because why we connect with the internet, most of the items are now net related item. So your browsing activities also, you should not spend going for one, clicking some link, getting into another, by the way you are losing your time. At the bottom of the day, then you will say, oh God, I unnecessarily browse all these things, even though it is not going to yield anything to my performance. So before coming it, so better plan, whatever it is essential, go there. And the social media is one which is very much handled through your mobiles and all. Be cautious. Spending more time will hit your performance as a productivity, delivery. In sometimes it leads to a poor quality of your work. Up to internet usage, and additionally what we are going to see, nowadays it's hybrid working, and at any time we maybe nowadays companies are very luxurious to give the work from home option. So what is to be done? Definitely when you are working from home, people expect you are there, you are on the job. So ensure your Wi-Fi router all are properly connected, and it has got a you are getting proper broadband data services from the router. You will have to ensure that it is paid and it is in service. And your credentials of all the applications, you cannot say no, I don't have credentials, so from the home I did not accept. No, it is not allowed. You will have to ensure that you have all the access to all the applications even from your home. And The more device if you connect to your Wi-Fi, your speed will go down. So you'll have to ensure, because you are working from home, you will have to ensure your Wi-Fi is supporting you the way you are expecting. Then as and when needed, go with a VPN. Again, most probably your laptop should also be properly charged, because when you are getting into the call and inside the call when you are and the laptop is going down, it is a very bad scenery. And whatever call is there, all the planned cans you will have to attend from the home. Okay, coming in general working. Okay, if more call drops or what doesn't, better jump out. See, usually what happens when you are calling, when you are joining a conference call, somehow you have a problem, then there is a distraction of voice on which we could not see the screen which is shared by others. So better come out and rejoin. That will be good. Organizations demand surveys, respond it, because we always give importance to the clients and our own organization. What they demand, we may slip out the last date. So better we will have to respond it properly. Then all trainings, whatever training is assigned and whatever training is needed for your growth, better attending is very good. Private and quiet space for the work. Avoid noisy environment. This is very good, because we should not, when you are taking in a remote or work from home, ensure that you are away from the noisy environment, so that will help others to understand you better. Continuous work engagement definitely make you fatigue. It's a mental fatigue it will lead to. So always have a break, re-energize, and you always have a break in such a way that it should not show that longer time you are not available. We should not do that. So you will have to manage that. So again, whenever you are keeping any meeting, you will have to respect co-workers' time, because people are working in a different time zones. So you will have to respect their time, works, and respect. Thank you friends for watching this video. Thanks all. I'll meet you all with another title in another video. Okay, bye bye.